Yes, Zaga. Yaga. You know the vibes. You're rocking out with yours truly. Showtime Sizzle. I am the Sauce. This is the Sauce Experience. I told y'all I was going to be switching the format up a little bit, less lies, long lies at least, and just give y'all the straight substance, because when it comes to this boxing and getting the actual substance, the real, like I like to call the sauce, a lot of y'all aren't catching it or getting it. Showtime, let me say this before I get started. It has begun. Yes, it has begun. The Tank Davis press conference was today. For those of y'all that watched it, I'm going to try to give you some key things that was going on that you probably might have overlooked or really didn't pay attention to. It has begun. If you notice the tone of the press conference, it was more thanking of Showtime and Steven Espinoza. Rewatch the, press conference for yourself. There was less, I want to thank Al Heyman. More, I want to thank Steven Espinoza and Showtime. So apparently, Demetrius Andrade has a deal with the network itself, Showtime and Steven Espinoza. He is not with Al Heyman. It is apparent that from, the press conference, Tank Davis it seems to be like he's with Showtime as well. Even though, shout out to Jaleel Hackett, there is a Mayweather fighter fighting on that undercard. But the overall energy from the actual press conference, it has begun. Yes, it has begun. You can see certain fighters are moving away from, so to say, Uncle Al, and they are cutting out. I don't want to call him a middleman, but they are going to the networks themselves. Hopefully, y'all are catching the sauce. It has begun, and for those of y'all that have been following the sauce way before I was the Sauce Jack of Fitness days, and I used to drop the gems from you, it has begun. Man, but like I said, that was a dope press conference. It was good to see Tank becoming his own man. Not saying that he never was his own man, but Tank was speaking more. You could tell he's still a little uncomfortable speaking, but he's speaking. And like I said, the overall energy of that press conference, it was a Showtime press conference. These guys are fighting underneath Showtime. You see Boots Ennis, Speedy Rashidi Ellis, Damon Nichols. It was less of, I want to thank Al Heyman, and more, I want to thank Steven Espinoza and Showtime. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce. It has begun. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the Sauce Experience. Zaga, Yaga, Ahala.